Welcome back. For this image I was looking at hyacinth, as in a flower, but also the myth, because I was looking at the hyacinth or jacinth stone the other day in relation to another picture. Interestingly, in reading about the hyacinthus myth from Greek mythology, the hyacinth flower is not necessarily the one that was being referred to, and it could possibly have been an iris based on the spelling of the name I think. This is from a post from Madeline Miller, and also that the nth sound meant that it was likely from a previous myth, even possibly from different culture, and she talks about possible links to Persephone. Could be links to Neith even. This is actually my picture upside down because I prefer it that way, and I feel like it looks like we're looking at the back of somebody's head, but with quite an elaborate headdress, even like quite a lot of nature, but darker colours, feathers and things. But this is it the other way around, the way I painted it. So this ends up looking, I'm not quite sure, like a garden scene or something, or even like an elaborate couple vase. There's several figures in there. Funnily enough, all floating, like this body, they don't seem to have legs. And one of them's got something floating up above her head. I'm not quite sure what that is. There's another figure floating about in this sort of like arm or wing of a blue creature here. I think these are quite bird-like, but not quite bird, so perhaps even fairy-like, I'm not sure. There's just a closer up on one. There's actually this sort of like blue fairy bird thing, but to the right of it, this really large bird looking quite regal, sort of attached to its right arm. And then this looks more like fairy wings, or quite ethereal to me, where it goes quite smoky, sort of nearer the top above that bird head. And there's like lots of different little strands or figures or whatever that are emerging out of that within what could be feathers perhaps. So I've left it this way around because this is my favourite. My daughter prefers it the other way around, but I'm going to go with what I like for a change, even though it means that big bird ends up being upside down. Thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe.